Hey guys, so with the Ignite servers coming, I know there's going to be a lot of people hopping into Lost Ark for the first time ever, or maybe you've hopped in at the beginning with some experience, but no experience in the end game. And this video is to hopefully shed some light into your characters when you first hop into the game in the Ignite servers, because there's definitely a lot of stuff going on. Lost Ark is a complicated game with a lot of systems, and I wanted to make sure to at least get you guys started off on the right foot. That way you don't feel as confused when you're hopping into the game. So today I've made a brand new character with a power pass to get myself to 1520. You guys are going to be a little bit higher, 1540 for the Ignite servers, but generally the ideas are still the same. So you're going to be hopping into the game and you're going to be set through a tutorial area. After you're done with that, you're going to be landed into a city. I'm assuming you're going to be here in the Voldus area in Kalinar. And when you're here, you're going to get a character that's going to have basically no gear on. It's going to be item level 50 and no accessories, nothing pretty much. So you're probably wondering, oh, I thought I was supposed to get some items with this. Well, that's where you look in your inventory. So when you look in your inventory, you're going to have some items to start off with. You're going to have some runes. All you're going to need to do is go ahead and click on all these runes to eat them up. They're going to be put into your inventory. And I'm assuming that for the Ignite servers, you're going to get a little bit more because they did say that they're going to be adding a little bit more runes. So just eat them all up. It's fine. Just use them. Now, the next thing that's going to be important is this right here. This is your gear selection chest. Now, selecting the set isn't very important because you're going to be able to switch these sets as you choose. But just go ahead, click this and click one of these sets. That way you can get your gear and then you can go and equip them. When you open this up, you're going to get a bunch of gear, and all you need to do is just put them on and exchange them with your current gear at the moment. And then after you put all this gear on, you're going to have a character that's at 1520 for now. In my character, in your case, it's going to be 1540 most likely. So you're going to set up with your equipment, you're going to set up with your accessories, but you are missing a couple things here and there. And that's where you're going to go and select the area that helps you select a preset for your character. This might look a little bit different on the Ignite servers. Unfortunately, I don't have the UI, but the idea is going to be the same. You're going to click this over here, select your character, start event. Then you're going to have something called the style settings. Now, you're going to click on this, and it's going to let you choose your style. Every single class has two styles or two class engravings. So one is going to be, for me, I'm on Breaker. So one's going to be Brawl King Storm Breaker, and the other one is the Asura's Path Breaker. So this is basically the play style of your character, and it determines what gear you're going to be using, what skills you're going to be using, what gems you're going to be using. All these things are going to determine what you're going to be using. So before this, you might want to do a little bit of research about what build you want to do. I'm assuming by now you probably have. So let's say I wanted to play the Brawl King Storm Breaker. So I'm going to click on this, and it's going to give me a couple things. So it's going to set me up with the basic skills for this build. And when I say basic, I really do mean basic, because this is definitely not like the meta build at all. This doesn't use every single one of the skills that the endgame players use. This really is a basic setup of skills. And along with these skills, they're going to give you the appropriate gems for them as well. So you're going to get those, and then in addition to that, even though we do have some accessories on right now, we're going to be replacing those accessories really quickly with these ones that they give to us for free. And these are not by any means endgame either. They are actually, even though they say 100 quality, they're not actually 100 quality accessories. You're going to be trying to replace these as soon as possible. And then, of course, they're going to be setting you up with some engravings, which is basically kind of like your skeleton framework for your build. So you're going to choose the one that you want to click on. You're going to choose the one that you want to use. Click on that and press auto apply. After you do that, it's going to set your character up with the correct set piece right here. So set yourself with the correct set. It's going to set yourself up with the accessories with the correct stats on them. And then it's also going to be giving you a stone right here. That's going to be giving you just some basic vitality. Nothing special, very simple. It's going to be basically giving you a character that can pretty much start running on its own. It's not going to be endgame, not anywhere close, but you can at least start playing the game with this setup. Now, in the Ignite servers, I feel like they might give you a bracelet, but I'm not entirely sure, because at 1540, you start being able to use a bracelet. So that's going to be something else that you're going to have equipped as well, most likely. But at this point, you're pretty much ready to go. There's, you can start playing the game. But there are a couple other things that will make your journey a little bit smoother. So first things first, you're going to have to go and look at your character setup, right? You have everything here except for the cards, which we'll go into later. But you're going to go open your skills, and you can see that the skills are somewhat filled in. They're not fully filled in. They still have some skill points left. What I would recommend doing, and this is what I said earlier about these skills, if you do want to go and make your character better, I would recommend going to Lost Ark Nexus and finding your character here and going there to find the build. So here is the Breaker Community Guide, and you're going to go here and pull it up. Then you can go to the class that you're playing. So for example, Brawl King Storm. It will tell you exactly what you need to do to build your character. It'll tell you what stats you want for your accessories. So for example, here you want a spec crit necklace, spec earrings, and spec rings all across. And then the bracelet will be spec crit. Now the bracelet, you're gonna have to find yourself most likely. So that's gonna be set up separately. But this is gonna be giving you a very basic idea about what you want for your class. Now, they're also going to give you engravings. So right now with our engraving setup, we have 5 engravings. And what you can do is you can go here to engraving support to change up these engravings if you really wanted to. Now, like I said, they don't set you up with the best engravings ever. So you can go to this community guide and check out what engravings that you want. So as you can see, I have Brawl King Storm, Grudge, Supercharge, Keen Blunt, and then I can pick one of these, right, as my 5th. So right now, I'm missing something here. I am missing Supercharge because that is something that they have said is a requirement for this class, but they don't have it here. So I'm going to look at the 4 engravings that we have right now on here. So it's Brawl King Storm right there, Grudge, there's Supercharge, Keen Blunt. So last thing they're going to want is going to be either the things that you're going to be able to swap out are either Adrenaline or Cursed Doll. So swap out one of these. For this class, personally, I would swap out Cursed Doll and replace it with Supercharge. So we do that, and then we get our build a lot better here. Now we can go and take a look at the skills. And this will tell you exactly the skills that you want to have on your character. So go ahead into here, see what skills that they use, and compare that to what skills that you're using right now here. So as you can see, this one here, Flash Step, is not one that they use. So we can take this off, and then we can go and put in the correct skill right here, which is Falling Star. So just go ahead and put these skills in, and then you can follow the guide as it says. And what it says right here, tripods, those are these things right here. When you have your skills, each of them has different levels of tripods. So as you can see here, there's Brutal Honesty, Indomitable Fighting Spirit, and Outburst, right? So this is basically called 3-3-1. So if you go into max roll over here and look for Adamantite Assault, they want you to use 2-3-2 instead of 3-3-1. So you go 2-3-2. Boom. So basically you're going to go and do that for every single one of your skills and set them up. Now, you can also put in the runes that they recommend on this website as well. For the most part, I think you'll have most runes in the game. So you can just go follow that and put the runes in there for the ones that you want. You simply click on the skill, click on the rune you want, equip, and then save. And boom, you'll have that all set up. So go set up your skills if you want to be more optimal, or you can stay with the other skills that you had just been given. It's not like it's going to be the worst thing in the world, especially if you're just starting off, but it definitely might not be the most optimal. The next thing is going to be the gems. As you can see here, they've set you up with a bunch of event gems. But the thing is, these gems correspond with the skills that you had when you set this whole style setting up. So if you change any skills, the gems themselves won't have changed. So in Lost Ark Nexus, again, you can see what skills they have and what gems they want. So this skill gem right here, the little triangle one, is a damage gem, and this little circular one is a cooldown gem. So in this site, they say they want you to have a damage gem and a cooldown gem for your Eye of the Storm. So we can go ahead and do that and make sure that we have that. As you can see here with our skills, we do have a damage gem here for that and a cooldown gem here. Perfect. But again, we took off flash step. So we're going to want to change this to something else. And we're going to go and look at here. What did we have for the falling star? They wanted a damage gem and a cooldown gem. Well, we only have one gem slot here, so that means one of our other gems might be incorrect. So you can go ahead and take a look, where are we, maybe have an extra gem slot. And as you can see with this build right here, it says they don't want the Gale Storm Strike for the gems, so we can take these off and reset them here. So take this one off right here, take this one off right here, and then basically go in and select the right gems. Now, how do you select the right gems? What you can do is you can go and pull up your pet. If you're on a brand new account, a brand new server, you're probably going to have your pet here in your inventory. For me, I don't have it because I already set my character up with pets. So you're going to open Alt-P and you're going to have a little white bunny that you're going to be able to summon. Now with this white bunny, what you're going to be able to do is click on this right here, refaceting. And this is if you have the crystalline aura. If you don't, what you want to do is go to the gem expert in town, which is right here, Sonora, and click on her to go and reset up your gems. Now, as you can see, it's going to display a bunch of gems. With this little headgear icon, it means that this is something that you have equipped. If you see it in your backpack, have a little backpack icon, that means that it is going to be in your inventory. So you're going to go and select the gems that you want to change out, click Reforge, and then from here you can select the gems that you want. So earlier we wanted Falling Star damage, and then we wanted Falling Star cooldown, right? So we're going to do this for damage, and then this for cooldown. And then after that, we can go into our inventory and click on Falling Star damage and equip that, and then Falling Star cooldown and equip that. You're going to do that until you have all your gems set up in the way that you want it, according to this website right here, Lost Ark Nexus. And then you will have your character all set up and ready to go. But basically now you have a character with the correct skills, with the correct gem setup and everything. And then now the last thing that you have that you need are cards. Now, for a new character, you might not have a ton of cards. Depending on what they're doing for the Jumpstart or the Ignite servers, you might just come into a character with a blank card setup. If they give you some cards, you can go ahead and open the card packs, and then it'll get you set up with your cards, and you just equip whatever cards that you have. Ideally, at the end of the day, for the Ignite servers, you're going to have a couple card sets that are important. For DPS characters, you're going to have this set right here, Deep Dive. You're likely going to end up with a full set of this, which you're going to equip and put onto your character. And then if you're a support, you're going to want to have You Have a Plan. They're likely going to give you both card sets, in my opinion. So these are going to be the sets that you're going to be putting onto your character when you're in the Ignite server. You're going to want to level these cards up as much as you can over the course of your gameplay. Now, I don't have any cards here, so I can't really show you how to set it up, but I'm going to log into my other roster to show you how it works. So now I'm on one of my alt rosters, and this roster doesn't really have all that much, but as you can see, I do have some cards, and I have the Deep Dive set equipped. So if you look at the magnifying glass here, it's going to tell you Deep Dive set 3, 6, 12, 18, 30. So I think there is a Deep Dive 24 starting the next patch, but basically these are thresholds where you're going to be starting to get effects from these card sets. So if you go in here, you can see that all the little yellow blips add up to 27 right now on equipped. And then that's what determines what set effect that I get. So how do you upgrade these cards to get these blips? Because you're probably going to start off like this without any blips. You're going to go here to enhance, and then you're going to click on the card that you want. And then you're going to be using this card experience right here and some silver to be able to enhance these cards. So you're going to click here and you're going to enhance it. And then when you do that, you can click Awaken, and then that will combine a duplicate that you have with this card to level it up to 1 blip. Now that it's at 1 blip, instead of needing 1 duplicate, I'm going to need 2 duplicates to do it. So as you can see right here, it's going to have +3. I'm going to click on this, and it's going to go to +1. And then with the 2 dip blips, we're going to want to have 3 duplicates, 4 duplicates, 5 duplicates, all the way up to maximum, basically. So that's going to be how you're going to upgrade your cards and get them to the point that you need them to be to get these card sets. Again, at the end of the Ignite servers, you're likely going to have both the Deep Dive and the You Have a Plan card sets all maxed out and ready to go. So that's going to be how you're going to do your cards. And then when you're done, you can just go ahead and equip them and put them in. And your character should look like this and have the cards there. It'll have the gems there. It'll have your engravings. And then you're going to have your equipment here as well. And you should be all set and ready to go and start doing, your daily activities, going through your missions, doing everything that you can. Luckily, the Ignite servers are likely going to have a pretty on-rails experience for you, so you're pretty much just going to have to follow that, and it'll teach you everything that you need to know to be able to progress through the game. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Unfortunately, I can't really go into much more detail because I just don't know what the Ignite server is going to bring upon. So I'm probably going to make a follow-up video to this to explain a lot more of the systems and how to actually progress your character through the Ignite servers as you're playing it. But hopefully for now, this will help you set up your characters on the right path to do your actual activities to be able to make it through what the Ignite server has to offer for you on day one. Now, the bright side is I actually stream every single day. So if you have any questions that weren't answered in this video, feel free to come onto my stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/misoxshiro. So you can come here and ask me any questions that you have, and I'm happy to answer them. All right, guys. Hopefully I see y'all on my stream, but if not, hopefully I see y'all on the next video. All right, peace.